this morning again. So I hope you're doing good and you have a great night and a good night and a relaxing night, and you have a great start into this day. Guys, we stream this show on YouTube at the same time, so you will find a button in the right corner on YouTube, so you can subscribe this channel from Admirals. You can give us a like if you want, or you can leave a comment if you want, all right now in the chat on YouTube and here on Zoom as well. I can see it also. So feel free to ask whatever is in your mind. We can talk about almost everything. Okay, so let me share my screen and fix the chat. Marie-Louise, wonderful, good morning. And let's see, here we go. Great. So it's Friday, and let's see what we have on the list for today. And let me see. Okay, a lot of people around the world. I'm really happy because it's kind of speaking to the world every morning, and this makes me really, really happy. Okay, so what do we expect today? UK monthly retail sales figures, they are already out. Eurozone flash PMI to date 10 German time, PMI Great Britain at 10:30 German time, and this is Mexican. Canadian is over. Oh, it's coming out 2:30 this afternoon with the retail trade. So that's the numbers. Yeah, I would say if you're a day trader in 10 minutes or in other parts, then be aware that we have a fact like in Euro, for example, or here, flash UK PMI will have an effect to Great Britain, the pound sterling. So please be aware of that. So let me invite you to a wonderful webinar this afternoon. Today it's Friday, you know, and we will have trading psychology, your first trading routine. Mark, good morning. And Darom, good morning. Mihai, Berlin, good morning. Nice to meet you here in this show. So my wonderful colleague will talking about this. And if you have a bit of time this afternoon at 3 o'clock German time, by the way, this afternoon, then you will find a lot of valuable information about trading psychology, because this is really a part of your routine. And by the way, if you have an Instagram account, then please follow Admirals Global, because we have a lot of interesting content like Forex arbitrage trading, what's the last content. So they will give us 3 times a week new, lovely, and very valuable content. So last trading day, it was in 10 minutes index. It was a really successful week. So let's draw the trend further. So actually here we go. There was not really a trend continuation. That's too close. It was not really a trend continuation, which means that we have finally there a trend break, because there was the last 0.3. So that was a clear trend break on this part. So which means we can delete this, because there's a trend break right now. And you see again, the second trend arm was the arm with the highest probability. 1, 2, 3 chances, and bam, through the last 0.2, which was there. So the rest of the week, we had only successful trades in the second trend arm. You see how important it is to find the right market you can trade, and to find the right time frame you can handle with your own time management. So what do we have here right now? In this one, let me show you. So we start at the 0.2, the last 0.2. It looks like a little bit interesting or ugly, but it's technically correct. Even it looks like so wrong, but it is technically correct. So here we go. And there was the second trend arm, and you see it worked again. Really, really cool. So there was next, you see here, balance candle and up to the 0.2. Again, strategy was working. So here we go. There was no trend continuation. There was no trend continuation. Not really, which means the trend broke exactly there, which means we have to start. Just a moment. We have to start there. Move. So then this one. Next move. Next correction. So let's have a look at the next trend continuation that was there. You see, second trend on. Bam. And it worked again. So now let's see this, the correction, because there was the next trend continuation there. Here we go. And here we go. There is another trend break. There was the next trend break, which means we can start here again with first trend arm and second trend arm. So here we go. Balance candles, bam. Again, it never failed. Second trend arm, by the way, never failed. So now we have a trend break again, which means on the right side, now we have a new downtrend. By the way, in kind of second trend arm, you see where we are. There was no trend continuing right now. And that's the correction. Here we go. So we are circling around the point of control because point of control moved from the lower to the upper side. So we are circling around the point of control. So actually a trend break or trend continuation to the lower side is always more possible than a trend break. So this is the kind and the working style of how to draw the trend properly. Okay, please be aware, this is an English webinar. If you cannot type English, then please let it go. Okay, let's go to the focus charts in the 4-hourly charts. And we start with DAX 40. Here we go. Next trend. So that's the trend. Move, correction, move, and the correction. And we talked about the rest of the week, guys, when we are in a second trend arm and we don't have a close more than 38%, then it's always a wise idea to make an entry close to the last 0.2. So therefore, you see you don't have an open position right now. So actually, do we have correction deeper than 38. With the price, we were at the point at 38%. So yeah, maybe now it's a cool idea because there is a kind of balance candle. So which means you can open a position, or there is a possibility to open a position maybe right there. And then the moment you have a close above the last 0.2, then make sure that you can make a loss anymore. Okay. And point of control could be a possible trend on, by the way. So then we have the Dow Jones, and Dow Jones is in an old trend right now. We have this one, move, correction, move, correction. So here we go. Next correction. Yeah, it's gonna be expensive, the price here, which means your chance, you know, where there was the chances here not, and there not, but here was the chances. You see, second trend on highest probability, highest probability. So Euro USD, we have an open position for the moment. So, you know, we sold already half the position because the strategy we're working already. So stop loss is run about the last 0.3. And, you know, we want to make this the experience together that we don't intervene into the trade. So we let it go. We let the market decide how much money you will get with this money, with this trade, because the point of control you see is quite far away. It's literally here on the upper side at 121.26. So damn it, there's a lot of space to go, and we should take it. Let's ride the trend together. Let's make the experience together. The question is if you are strong enough, or is your ego bigger than the market? That's your decision. So then Bitcoin. Bitcoin coming down a bit. It's a normal trend, by the way. Normal trend. Now we have the correction. But you see, there were the chances here, mid of September, end of September. There was the chances, and the trend is still running. Yeah, still running, but now it's too old. And if you want to trade it, we have to wait for a new downtrend. Then we have gold. Gold is also still in a trend. And you know, the chances were the lower side. 1, 2, 3. So, and as we talked about, there was the first chance, there was the next chance. Here we go. You see there in the second trend arm, there is the money in. So now we are 1, 2 in the third trend arm, and the third trend arm has its own probability of 72% that we reach the 0.2 again. So in case, yeah, you're circling around the point of control, by the way, but in case you were in here, then you could sail half the position there, maybe trail the stop loss into the profit, and maybe they were out there, but there was a second chance. You see, there's its next chance to go up to the last 0.2 here. And finally, British Pound USD. Still an old trend also. So we have this. That's your trend. And exactly, look at this one. Awesome, right? Hit the point of control almost exactly. So now you know why we should trust Euro USD, that maybe we reach the point of control at any time. So on the time we don't have influence, yeah? So just don't intervene if you want, and try to ride the trend if you want. Okay, so that's the focus charts, and actually we are waiting for new trading ideas here. So before we go to our running trades for the moment, let's talk about my question of the day for you. And Nastia, if you want, we can open the poll. So my question for you is every Friday, did you reach your own goals this week? So yes, I did. Finally. Oh, no, I did not. Oh, I had no goals this week. So what's your answer? Please be as honest to yourself as possible. Yeah, don't lie to yourself. If you don't reach your targets, your goals, it's not the problem. Then we should talk about it. Did you reach your own goals this week? Great. And now we're talking about the running trades. So Dow Jones, we are out. We are waiting for the next correction in the second trend arm to go up. DAX 40 is still running in daily chart, by the way, circling around this point. We are waiting for a final trend continuation. Then in Euro USD, as we talked already, we are in. And in British pound, Australian dollar, we are out because, yeah, there we go. You see, it was a really good idea when the strategy was working to get out, yeah, and to see the price is going up again. So that was the chance, okay? So that's the way how we can work. It's a kind of working style. It's not that what you have to do, but in my opinion, if you have a close, and we could see it a bit better in, for example, if we work with normal candles, no, that's not. Here we go. So you can see it a bit better. You see there we had a close above, below the last 0.2. So therefore I could see, oh, okay, the price were rising yesterday again. So I closed it with a small profit because that's what we have to do. When we see a close below the last 0.2, then you know strategy was working and then everything is fine. Sometimes it's going deeper, sometimes it's not. That's the point. Cool. So we let's have a look at our trading ideas. And first of all, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. So don't miss the entry because there is the chance. So we have a new trend move, correction, move, and here in the correction. And what you can see, yeah, balance candle. Yeah, so it's possible. Actually, let's measure where it's cool to open a trade. Yeah, we were at the correction at the 38%. That's cool. So we can open a position right there on the way up to 0.2. And of course, point of control is quite far away. So don't miss the entry. If you trade Australian Canadian dollar, and if you trade that in 4-hourly chart. Yeah, if this in your mind, if you have it in your list, and 4-hourly is your time frame, then just do it. So then we have some shares on the list. For example, this is LyondellBasell, and here we go. There was the trend, and this, if the situation is not that clear, then I open a trade or I set a pending order at the 0.2. So we can do it here. Move, correction, move, because there was the close above the last 0.2. So there was the correction. And actually I said at the 0.2, let's set a pending order in case the price will break out and will continue the trend. But actually you see, we are going deeper in the correction. So now we can wait for turning price. Therefore, I leave my pending order exactly there. Then we have the same in host hotels. So still there, we have a deeper correction. Yeah, and if you want, you can trail this the entry a bit here if you want, or you can leave it here, a little bit lower, speculating on the trend continuation because it's still the second trend arm. And here we go. Or you leave it here. That's your kind of working style, either way. So, and then we talked about Cisco systems yesterday. And yeah, to be honest, it's the third trend arm. And you see now we have a secondary trend, and this is working upwards, and it's the better one. So we have this move, correction. So here we go. And now the trend is valid. Actually, yesterday was a kind of, correction, which means it's a small correction, but it is, and which means we can open a position at the point 2 here. So to speculate on this breakout to the upper side, this what we can do. Let's set a pending order here exactly. So if you do that. Okay, so actually there are no more trading ideas because all the other trades are still in a second trend arm. Why is it a better one? Because, it's younger. Because if you are honest, you see the downtrend are in this third trend arm. You see, I explained it yesterday a little bit wrong, because now you see there was the chance. So here we go. That was the second trend arm. You see, that works. So now we are in the third trend arm. Now we have the secondary trend, which is a kind of correction. But this is the second trend arm right now. Now we can use this one if you want. It's possible. Okay, so actually I have no more all the other trades. For example, I give you an example why we have no trading ideas for the moment, because we have Australian dollar, Japanese yen. So for example, let's do this. So, and you see we are in the second trend arm, and the correction starts right now. Here we go. And in this way, a lot of currencies look like this one. So we have to wait for a correction like this, and then maybe we can do this, but we have to wait for that. So I guess today it's Friday. It's not needed to open a new trade, because there are not really fine trading ideas today. We handled the open positions, and we have to accept that we have to wait until the next signal will come up. So my question was today, again, did you reach your own goals this week? So we have a clear answer today. Thanks for your honesty, by the way. 52% says, no, I did not. 29% says, yes, I did it finally. Congratulations. Make a note in your diary. And 19%, which is definitely too much, I had no goals this week. Let me explain you, and this is always the same important thing as every Friday, and I don't want to get tired to tell you this, because I want that you become successful on the long run. So the question is, why do you have no goals this week? Why? The point is, think about it. Your life timing is running. And in trading, we work with probabilities, which means we need a strategy. And this trend trading is a kind of strategy. And this is a very good strategy because she's working profitable. So, but you cannot predict the signals. You don't know when they occur on the right side of the chart. So at the moment you have no goals in trading, by the way, it's possible. If it's just a game for you and you want to just a kind of gambling or joining the time, whatever. If you don't have in your mind that you want to make money with that, then you don't need goals. Let it go, just have fun, do whatever you want there. But the moment you want to become a serious trader and you want to make money in the long run, then you need a goal. So kind of goal could be when I want to become a good, when I want to draw the trend properly. When? Next week? In 2 weeks? When I want to stick to the rules all the time? When? If you don't have a goal, if you don't set a date for that, it's going to be more far away and more far away and more far away if you don't have a date for that. So don't forget, your lifetime is running and you will never reach a goal in this life if you don't have a date for that. Don't underestimate this point, please. You need a fixed date when you want to reach whatever it is, drawing trends, making a coaching, become successful, sticking to the rules, whatever it is, set a date. Otherwise, you will waste precious lifetime. So maybe you say, okay, I had a goal. So, and now you said, no, I did not. Then my question, why is it? And you have to make an analysis about that. This is what I do with my clients. We make analysis to figure out where was the problem. Okay, was it a lack of understanding how to draw the trend properly? Did you have the wrong markets? Or maybe did you have the wrong time frame that you missed too many signals, by the way? But that's all problems you can solve. That's not impossible goals. It's just on you, because the strategy, and they show it every morning, the strategy is working. So, which means it is extremely successful to trade out of the second correction. It's extremely successful. Why don't you use it? You should think about it. It's not that complicated to make money in the market, but it's also not that easy. But the problem is not the strategy. The problem is sitting in front of the screens, because you don't want to accept the laws for private traders. Yeah, this is what you have to do. Guys, it was a very, very interesting week. I hope you had fun a little bit and you are with your own trading on track. I hope we see each other next week again. I wish you a wonderful Friday, a lovely weekend, a lot of success, and maybe take a break and write down what you want to change for the next week, by the way. So in this case, as always, have courage and be kind all the time. And may the force